Hi everyone, this is Milin. Today I would like to share you what I do when I have some conflict in my relationship with people. Today I want to share you what I do to resolve the solution when I have some conflicts with my partner. So before we start, I just want to mention the mindset that you need to have. The mindset that you need to have is to understand that it's not the other person's fault. It never is the other person's fault. It's actually within. Because there's some unresolved emotional thing, you react to it when there's a trigger. So probably or most likely or always in your past something happened and you're still hurt, and unconsciously because you're still hurt and wounded, you react to it. Therefore, when you have a conflict, it's so important to actually go within. Never say it's that other person's fault, it's their fault, they were doing something wrong, I didn't do anything wrong. Never say that. It always goes within. So how I go within is this 3 steps. One is actually clarifying the whole situation. How I do that is first write down the topic, two, write down the current situation, three, write down the outcome that you want to have actually, and four, write down your current inner dialogue, the inner dialogue when that issue happens. The reason why it's super important to write down your inner dialogue is because our thought pattern, our thoughts creates our reality. Therefore, it's super important to understand where this reality, where this experience came from, which is our thoughts. Moreover, it's important to know what our highest values are. What I mean by this is that in every action, in every experience, in every action, in every word that we use, every action that we take, it's all because we want to meet our highest value. What I mean by this, which is described and written down in my blog, so please check it out. What I mean by this is that your reality is created by your action, and your action is created by your thoughts, and your action is actually created because you want to realize and fulfill your highest value. That's why we do things. So it's very crucial to understand your highest value. And this goes to my second point. You deep dive your thought pattern until you know what you actually want to achieve. So I know everything is all conceptual, so I would like to give you my example for today, and I'll be giving an example every time I have an issue with people, so you get to know how I deal with things, and maybe it might somehow inspire you, empower you somehow. So what I usually do is I make a chart, and everything is in my blog, so check it out. And I write down, today the topic was I felt really annoyed and irritated, and the reason was because I felt that when I don't have smooth communication, when I say something and I have to repeat many times for my other partner to understand what I'm saying, I get irritated. And the outcome that I wanted to have is I did not want to have any irritation. I wanted to feel okay. I wanted to feel safe. I wanted to be more accepting. And the inner dialogue that I was having was that なんでわからないの?なんで何回も言わないとわからないの? Basically means, why do I need to repeat myself and again in order for me to have a smooth communication or for him to understand? And as I was doing this, so I wrote that down, and then I went into the values. I wrote down the process in my thought pattern. And this is again written in my blog. It's very hard to follow if you're just listening, but I'll just read it out loud. So when I say like なんでそこまでやらないってわからないの? Why do I have to do this much for him to understand? The reason why I was doing it because I wanted to find the answers why I had to repeat the questions. And by doing that, I realized I just wanted to save time. I just wanted to have the right answer right away. And by having that, I felt everything is smooth, everything is calm without no trouble. So I get to have a smooth communication. And by having that, I wanted to feel calm. So my highest priority was feeling calm. And when you write these down, and it's so important to write visually, like write it down, I realized that then you write down this empowering belief that you had, and then the empowering belief that you want to have. What I mean by this is everything is in my blog, but the disempowering belief in this situation was I felt smooth communication equals quick communication. So I felt if I want to have a good communication, which was for me smooth communication, I need to have quick communications. I need to have answers right away. Of course, I'm not like this in my daily basis with friends or my tribe, aka my clients. With somebody that I feel very close to, I just wanted to have a quick communication, smooth communication, good communication. And because I was associating with that, I realized I was, making disempowering action. I was taking disempowering action by basically being mean and by basically asking many questions to him. Also, I realized that I feel calm when there's smooth communication because I felt nothing will be used against me. I can always be right and nothing can hurt me. And the reason why this came out is because when I was growing up, I wanted to have smooth communication because I felt everything will be used against me. So actually, I didn't even know. I do a lot of inner work, but I'm still somehow triggered or still wounded by my past. The empowering belief that I can have is good communication equals not smooth communication, but good communication equals making other people feel good, making people feel comfortable, making people smile. And by associating with something empowering, I can make sure I can feel calm by taking empowering action and not disempowering actions unconsciously. Yeah. So by doing this chart, I realized I'm so hurt by my past, and I realized my disempowering belief. Moreover, the third step that you want to take is you write down the specific action that you want to take with this new empowering belief, and also the future you will have if you are aligned with that action. This again is in the blog. I know it's very difficult to follow, so please read my blog if you want to understand more what I mean. So in my example, I realized that with this empowering belief that good communication means, making other people feel good, what I can do by action is ask, literally ask, how can we understand each other more? How can we have a good communication? Yeah, I feel really good with this. The future that I will have if I have this mindset and with this belief is that I can create a more accepting, more loving space. I feel good vibes with my partner and I'll feel more light. I won't feel exhausted. And if I continue having this empowering belief, I would always have to be sharp. I would be kind of interrogating him. I would actually question his intellect. And by believing that smooth communication means good communication. And what kind of future it holds is that I'll be irritated in little things. I'll be sharp but feel alone because we won't be in the same page. I'll feel dark and exhausted and very heavy because I would always have to be heated up again and again and again. I would feel hurt and I would not make my partner feel good. And that's not something I want to do, and that's not something I value. Yeah, so these 3 steps is what I actually do when I have a conflict or when I have a clash of opinion with people. I go within. How I go within is that I write down the outcome, current situation, the current inner dialogue. 1. 2, I deep dive my thought pattern while I identify the disempowering belief and the empowering belief and the countermeasure. And 3, I write down what kind of future it holds if I continue having the disempowering belief, and also if I choose to have this empowering belief. And this is what I do. And basically, this is not a one-time solution. It's always a process. Even if I make an action and countermeasure, sometimes it does not work, and it's okay. You can always redo it, always explore yourself, to self-discover yourself. So it's always a process. Thank you. So this is what I do. I hope this was helpful. I'll be giving more of this, my own inner work, I'll be sharing with you. So hopefully you can be helped. Thank you. And if you're interested in my service, do always let me know. If you have any questions, do always let me know. Thank you, and I really hope you have a very beautiful, beautiful day.